Alright guys, here's my second video in 2 days. Sorry about this, but this is something pretty cool that I wanted to share. I've built a caster gauge. I'm building a caster gauge. It's not quite done yet, but I want to show everybody how it works. So this tube right here will go inside the spindle from ball joint to ball joint. You can see how it's cut at certain angles that match up with the spindle. And here I've drilled a 3/4 of an inch hole squarely through that tubing at 90 degrees. That 3/4 inch diameter is for steering shaft, and I've cut myself here a 1 foot piece of steering shaft, and this is how the tool is going to work. It'll go in here, and when I get the right angle, I got to be exactly 90 degrees to that tubing. That's what will give me my caster readings on my car. So let's take this tube. Let's take this tube over to the car, and I'll show you how I've built this, why I built this. So everybody knows what camber is. Camber is the inclination, is the incline from the spindle towards the motor. That would be negative camber. Back this way is positive camber. On a circle track car, we always run negative camber. On the right front, positive camber. On the left front, because we turn left and the tracks are banked. The other front end setting we deal with is called caster, and caster is the inclination of the wheel this way or this way. So camber is in towards the car or away from the car. Caster is this way or this way. Back towards the driver, that's positive camber. Forward of the car is backwards is positive caster. Forward is negative caster. So what this tool I built is, you come in here and it's a tight fit. It's a tight fit between both ball joints, the upper ball joint and the lower ball joint. And then when I get it where I want it, this will be in here like so. And I'll weld that tube once I get the angle exactly at 90 degrees. So what this allows is then you can take your angle finder and sit on that bar, and then that'll tell you your caster. So that's a true caster. That's a true caster setting. There's weird ways we do it with the camber caster gauges for the race cars. Turning the wheels 1.5 times, turning the wheel back 1.5 times, whatever. It confuses the heck out of me. So I saw this little trick on the internet. People build it a little bit differently, but for my application, this is how it's going to work. And now I got to go double check my numbers, tack weld it in place, check them again, and then weld it permanently. And I have a custom caster tool to quickly and easily check caster. This will also check caster on the other side as well. That's why the bar runs straight through the tool. I had to do it high up so it clears the brake caliper. And I think this would be pretty cool. So I'm going to finish this up and check my caster settings.